Yo, what's going on, my psychedelics? Today is the 21st, I believe, of November 2013. And I was looking at this DVD, Hidden Colors, showing everything about African past, what a lot of people don't know about it. Basically, the fact that almost everything came from, well, not everything, but majority of the foundation of everything, languages, mathematics, and things that are based and founded in American society now are from us, but taken, flipped, and switched in a way that we don't have the control. And no one can deny that because we don't have the control, but in a sense we do. It's just the fact of finding that part of you or that day coming or that time coming when you really realize that you living in a cycle, because a cycle of not total destruction, but you're living more so in a cycle of progression in the wrong sense, and progression without enough work, or progression without the wrong type of progression. There we go. Or misguided progression. In a sense of the way, nowadays you do have women that want to do everything themselves. You got men that don't want to help their women, that don't want to work at all. You got, women trying to be men now, men trying to be women now. Too much feminism. Because it's one thing when you really, it's one thing when you really, now mind you, to all you guys out there, being gay, being feminine, that did not come from your descent. Well, if you're any color, I'm going to say. That didn't come from your descent. That didn't come from you at all. That came from European. That came from white. None of your kings, being gay in a black community, that gets shunned. You know that for a fact. That you go around anybody's neighborhood, any place, overseas, anywhere, where you're around anybody of your color, and you talking all that stuff. That don't happen, but it happened here freely. There's some control of how you should be and you're supposed to be. Not like here, how you're free, but you get controlled based on what you can do. You know how, that guy right there, it's not that he has any issue with his life, it's just that he seemed like he's a little off. Let's put him in a mental retardation program. So let's slow down his education. Them right there, those gangsters, those gang members. Instead of teaching them the right thing, instead of turning things around, because y'all don't know, y'all guys in them gangs, all that extra stuff. Yes, you got this and that and third. Not to be giving power to the wrong, but you got the power to help the same ones you killing. You ain't killing no corporate members. You ain't killing nobody that's not helping. You are killing the people that's on the same level as you. All of the mid and the low, low income families. That's who's hurting by what you're doing. So when you up top making all the money and stuff like that, it's cool when you putting drugs, you know what I'm saying? When you doing your little thing, hey, it's all cool. But at the same time, you struggling to help your family for just the next day. Because then you got to worry about, alright, now my son going to be in the game. Now his son going to be in the game. Now their son going to be in the game. Or with the church situation, you don't fully know, but you just in the church because it seemed like something positive to believe. But not realizing that, yeah, it's right. In a lot of these places, a lot of these churches, where most of us are black, and I'm not trying to make this a racial thing where we say, hey, let's hate the white people. It's not that. But if you have a white Jesus in your church, and it's cool with that, and it's not one black Jesus in sight, Jesus, it's an issue there. This is something going on there. And not just because I saw this DVD, not just because today I came to a revolution and today's gonna be the day. Sorry, moving some things around, getting comfortable, but that's besides the point. The point is, it's a whole lot more in the positivity and in the power that we have. Now, me, myself, I'm not going to say I'm perfect because this is something that I always bring up. I'm not perfect. But on top of that, It's still something that you gotta understand is where everyone's not perfect. No one's perfect. But you know right from wrong. You know if I do this, I'm gonna have some fiends out there. People that don't got the right mindset ever. You know if you're in the church and you're a pastor, you haven't traveled to so-and-so, Africa or whatever, Europe, anywhere. You haven't traveled there and said, oh, well, I'm gonna preach this stuff, because you get in there and it's like there's no history in the teaching. No history in the teaching. But you already know the issues that are there every day. So you go ahead and you ask God to change things. But all you do is talk. You're not sitting there actually helping. You are just teaching and telling of these things that you know. You only telling. There's no action behind the words. A lot of pastors nowadays, they don't go out and actually do things where they're, trying to subject help to the youth. You got a lot of pastors out here that go by these quote-unquote priest rules where you're touching boys and stuff like that. Michael Jackson was caught under that, but then had songs where he was helping the world out. Come on, don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And you're making money, and it don't make sense. Even down to our basketball players, and I've been saying this for a while. I run every day. I shoot hoops every day. I'm talking about swish, swish, swish. Okay. Helping my team to win. Okay. When I retire, it's all good. I got paid. I was living in this society where the dollar is going down. Now, I'm not saying that was my dream, because I'm skilled in basketball. I want to play basketball. Yes, I do. 23 years old, I do. But on top of that, in the end, you still think about it. You didn't help nobody but inspire people to do the thing that you did, or inspire people to do what they want to do. Now, yes, you were a great basketball player. You drew crowds, you crossed people over, you had scoring title, all this extra stuff. No one else has that. That's just something that's going to be for you, for the American society. And in the end, think about it. No one takes pride in this basketball and football and all this other crap like we do. But they take education way serious than we do. Excuse my language, way more serious than we do. They take it more serious. Or even to feel a positivity and to feel like, okay, I don't got to go through this part with an attitude. I don't got to go here with an attitude. I don't have to go here to, just try to learn how to work. I can go here and get more information. But then you got people at these jobs, supervisors and things, that don't want to help you, that just come there to do their job and leave. Okay, that's cool. And half these supervisors don't even know what they're supposed to know about their job. Supervisors, leaders, you feel? So you can understand, even in the most important places. I work in Johns Hopkins, and I can sit there, I can tell you that I see that. How you get talked to by some of the supervisors are people who I tell you about sexual harassment, who will tell you about being harassed, period, who tell you about being joked on and picked on and stuff like that. But they be the same ones trying to do it. Oh, it's all cool. You had an issue with your job, you had an issue with this, you had an issue with that. I could joke with you about this, but hoping that in the back of your mind, you'll just fix the problems that happen at the workplace. It's not like that. It's not that easy. You talk to people in the way that you want to be treated. You treat people the way you want to be treated. And you have a lot of people that have gone through days where they don't really feel like talking to anybody. They don't want to communicate with the people. They don't want to communicate with anybody, because you can see that everybody had this justified feel, but the way society is and the way people can't get away from that, they sit there and say, okay, well, this person don't want to talk. Not realizing why, but they don't want to talk. Okay, I'm going to bother them. I'm going to mess with them. I'm going to mess with who I can mess with just to see, just to have fun, this and that and third. This the fun. Now, this is how black people have fun. This is how we do it. We joke on each other. We do all this extra stuff. We do this and that and third just to, get a laugh on, not realizing that you really could be hurting somebody's self-esteem. That's why when I make a joke, or when I make jokes, it went from being something that wasn't hurtful, kind of switching to being, which is kind of why I'm reverting back. Because me being that person that wasn't with everything that society had going on, I somewhat got trapped in a sense. So now the music I listen to in a way, it's not really what I want to, you know. I mean, of course, the beats that happen nowadays and everything are cool, and the rap lyrics don't mean nothing. Like, honestly, I wouldn't sign anybody right now. Anybody? No, it's somebody I would sign. I would sign myself. I would sign, and then I'm not even a full product as it is. So I'm not gonna say I don't have it. It ain't like that. It's just other things are going on. So it's like entertainment wouldn't be my 100% first thing. Entertainment, which is really informal. You see how the music changed from informal to now just entertainment. And now all of a sudden the white people got all this music where it's feel good, it's country this. All down home in Alabama where we get this, that, and the third. The cows in the country, man. And we all treat each other with love. And we talking about some boom bop, yeah, shoot 'em up, this and that, third. Oh, praise the white Jesus. Oh, praise the Jesus and this and that, third. I really don't got to say too much about that because you see the issue with that. So that's why I'm reverting back, because I got caught up in the society thing. You get caught up in that. That's the whole thing. It is a trap. Once you feel like you're trapped, you say, oh, okay. Got a little message. You say, okay. It feels like I was a mouse. And it feels like I was that. And I've recently, this year, from the past 10 years, well, not even 10, about, let's say 6, 5. I wanted to round it up to a decade, but whatever. 6, 5, something like that. 7 maybe, or 8. But I've thought, okay, you go through life and you have people there. But why do you have people there that seem like they have their self-interest? Or you could be chilling, you could be a person that don't bother nobody, this and that, third. But someone always finds an issue with what you got going on. They don't even know your life. They don't know what you got going on, none of that. But for some odd reason, it's an issue to them. And so things happen, and I've learned to let people go. Let the people go that just feel like they're going to feel how they feel. And I know for a fact that how they feel isn't right, nor is it positive. Why do I need you around? Okay, that's one thing. That's just another trap of society. You feel me? So as to where it should be, how the thinking is on my end, okay, you got this person who got this lifestyle, they got this problem, they got this and that third, and they couldn't need somebody. Yes, I've needed somebody for years. But I didn't call on nobody to help me. I've been doing things on my own. If I need help, like down to the brittle, to the bone, and I have nothing, I will ask for help. Okay. Of course, a house to stay, that just comes with your family. If you've had a family where somebody worked, or people were working and they kept a roof over your head, then that's what happens. So it's not for you to go ahead and deal with the man next to you, the card that you was dealt. Alright, I gotta take what you got because I didn't have it. Okay, that doesn't make sense, seeing as to how that person don't have enough to keep you going. You robbing from one person when you're going to be robbing from the next person the next night, and then the next night, and then the next night, till you come across somebody that got a meal or won a lottery that's in the mid to low range family income situation. Then you go ahead and alright, I got me a good one now. Okay. Why not go after the corporate that's been holding you down already? Why not go after the education which been holding you down already? You don't know. Or you acting like you know. Now I can say this. Everyone's grown. We're all a certain age, so you know. But I must say that common sense is crazy nowadays. Even people that I'm connected to at my job. Oh, You know, well, not even at my job, because I don't even say they fully say that, but some people at my job, and at jobs period, actually think you might be crazy, or actually think I'm crazy. And CeeLo Green came up with that song, and I like it, because it makes sense. About being crazy. When you know too much, people would tend to think that, nah, it ain't that, nah, it ain't that, nah, it ain't this, that, and third. They don't want to give no leeway to what's going on. But when you know too much, you catch an idea that so much could be wrong that you just, I don't know what to do about the situation. But when you tell people, they either don't want to hear that, they just like, oh, whatever. Like, they control the life and they control what's going on. They don't control what's going on. They'll control it when they realize who they are and they realize what's going on. Or they at least realize to some conscious step that, okay, we need men and women to be together in order for at least home teachings to go good. At least, you know, for regular situations to be the way they are. You don't have a man or you don't have a son raised by two gay men. Well, you see the problem right there. And it's not like he's not going to want to work. It's not like he's going to want to be a business owner. But that's not the way of life. You have these things that you have for a reason. It's a puzzle piece. You put that inside of a woman. You don't put that inside of a man. You urinate for a reason. Urine, if you ever heard of it, is supposed to be, now, I'm no chemist or a scientist, so I can't sit here and say, hey, run tests, and I can see that it's pure. Urine is pure and it's okay to drink. People drink it though. Okay, so obviously it's not that toxic. They drink it for health reasons. So obviously urine is not that toxic. But you talking about the back door? Man, you and your man, and you know this and that. Of course, that's the only way, unless your man gets his part changed, or that guy. See, you're not even gay. That's not even what it's called. You're just confused. That's sexually confused. You have the hormones of a man with the actions and reactions and the lifestyle of wanting to be a woman and still wanting to be a man. Because here you are, being a man with a man. And regardless if you got man parts or woman parts, that don't change who you are. That don't change your part in society. Now with you being that way, you say, okay, yeah, it's cool for, you know, the world to be that way. It's cool for the world to be that way. Why is it cool for the world to be that way? I'm not saying you can't be you, but you weren't born that way. And that was just that. So basically, you changed your life for the stipulations that was around. Now, like I said in the beginning, we're all not perfect. But these are the things that came today, and I'm just pointing them out. And you can't knock me for what I'm saying, because it's all true. Like I said, I've already stated that I'm not perfect. I'm not, you know. Of course, I live with my parents. As you can see, I don't care about scratching my nose or certain things like that. I don't do everything in public where it's just like forget everything. But at the same time, I do realize a lot of things that people don't realize. Like, you got a lot of dudes out here that's just working. Like, yeah, I'm about that money, and you know, it's all about that money. Or you got the white people, oh, it's the classic music, and it's just so beautiful. You got black people just like, this classic music, it feels so good. And then you might have a friend or somebody comes in, why are you listening to that white music? What do you listen to? Music that talks about nothing? Exactly. And you don't even know that music that you listen to, that classical, beautiful music, came from you. That came from your color, your family. But you don't know that. Don't sit here and ask me. And sit here and just listen to me and ask me. Oh, well, I got a question for you, Ike. Yeah, I got a question for Isaiah SNS. That's my, rap name, music name right now. Whatever you want to call it. The Ghost, one of my names from before. Whatever you want to say. Guy with the beard and braids. Okay, you know this, right? Who said this? Who stated this? This is not the point. The point is, I'm trying to empower you to realize what's going on. And you can sit there and say, oh yeah, I've realized it. Okay. You've been living your life the same for I don't know how long. laughing at the same things for I don't know how long, not ever trying to help anybody for I don't know how long, feeling like you just got to deal with your own for how long? Okay, for how long? And of course, yeah, a lot of people have heard my music and they say, "Oh well, that's some good music. That's some chill music." It's a whole lot more where that came from. I really don't ever plan on putting out or will never put out music when I'm selling out the spiritual reasons. I had a mixtape that was supposed to come out about 2-3 years ago. That mixtape never came out. I never put that out. I never even put the songs out like that. I had a couple on MySpace, I think. One was called Super Rapping. I had one of my co-workers, G Money, on there, G Money Marcus. The record company that he's associated with, he trying to be with, I can't really, but Launchpad, he has something to do with Launchpad, or Launchpad Records. And as far as I know, they're in Maryland. They, might do international things, have dealings with the Mighty Mickeys from back in the day. But regardless, it's just, a lot that's into the music, but I didn't. I guess I wasted my battery a little bit. The flash stopped working. Oh, there it goes. But a lot of this in my music, it was confused. I was confused. I started listening to different music. I wasn't always listening to the positive. I still always have the positive in mind, but it's not always in the music. The beats start getting better, start getting different. Then you continue to listen to what you're listening to. And not to knock on anybody, but you got a bunch of 40-year-olds out here making music still, 35-year-olds, telling about to smoke this and to chill that and all this extra stuff. And I'm saying, F every girl to the end of the day. When someone that I know says this one thing that always makes sense, just like the song, I wish I could F every girl in the world. Let somebody be trying to just F your daughter and every girl in the world. You're going to have an issue. Don't it sound hypocritical to me? But the beats and the words, you just continue to listen to them. But, yeah, I broke off on the winner, got a little dinner, sinning is what I do when I'm vanity forever. And that's, that's just me about to get in freestyle. I didn't even plan on that, but you feel me? You understand what I'm saying, right? And it's like I said, once again, third time, I'm not perfect. So this is not for you to sit here and listen to me and judge me call me a hypocrite and be judgeful. But listen to what I'm saying and see how I'm trying to help your mindset in a sense. I don't make no money off of this. I don't, Matter of fact, this is something that I really just started. But I've had in my mind for a while. I want to start a cartoon business, a cartoon show. I already got a blueprint for that. Still music. As you can see, I'm telling you what's right and what's wrong. And this one guy, Al Rogers, out right now. Great Baltimore artist. He talks about these issues too. You can never just get too caught up in everything that's going on. And then people say, you don't talk enough. This and that third. I mean, I'm out and about in the world where everything is judgmental. And I'm supposed to be sitting here continually to talk to you about what? I find and pick and choose specific people that I see are not judgmental and that I see are not inside of a negative rage. And they just, alright, well, yo, this way, or this person this way, so whatever. No, it ain't like that. They got a chill sense about them. They don't have to bother you about what you do. They don't got to bother you about this and that. Just like you don't got to bother them. So whereas it could just be chill and cool all the time, you got people that play too much. You got people that always, want to joke too much and this and that. They're not realizing that everybody on their chill more, or they want to relax, or they don't want to be dealing into all of that. But once they get you into what they think it's supposed to be, nah, we black people, we supposed to be chilling. We supposed to be out this and that, third and about and whatever. We supposed to do this strip club and all this extra stuff. It ain't bad. But until the past 3 years, 2 years, I had no dealings with it. And honestly, I'm not even gonna say it's the time for the change, but I'm in a continual change where I'm going back and reverting back to the spirituality and the positivity that always has been there, and people act like it's not around. And that's everybody I know. And a lot of people could say, you're not perfect, guy. You don't do this, you don't do that. You're not in my life. You don't know. But what you sit there and show on a regular, oh, it says a lot. And it says that's how you've been for a while. When I came to where I came to, I was chill, quiet, this and that, third. And I wasn't, from when I was coming up, I wasn't too quiet. But that wasn't it. When I started slowly growing and seeing that people bother you for specific reasons and they pick and choose why they want to talk to you for the negatives versus it just being relaxed and chills. And even if y'all never joke on each other, it can still be chill. And they'll help you. And even if they don't help you, they help you keep a positive energy going, a positive vibe going around you. Where you don't have to rethink who you are, what's going on. You don't have to rethink, towards a negative. Because the positive is always in your mind because they're trying to tell you this. Of course, you have conversations about the negative because you conjugate with these people. But then again, on top of that, confrontation inside of nonsense or insensibility towards another person has never been my thing. So the people that do all that, even if you are black, Indian, that's it, that's not even Moor or black, however you want to consider it, colored, white, no matter. It's never been my thing. It's never been my dealing. So I've never got along with those kind of people. Now, me myself, like I said, I joke towards the chilling a positive, and I always let people know, hey man, I was just joking, man. It's all fun and game. People joke on me with this. Now when I can get with people that I like that, and they joke with me, it's all cool. Because I'm like, oh, it ain't laughing joke. But then on top of that, I see them same kind of people argue with the people that's their friends. And then it's like we're supposed to be fussing. And yo, man, fuck you, man. Yo, oh, forget you too. Man, your mama, oh, yes and that. Oh, you said something about my mama. Oh. All that could have been avoided in the first place. Learn how to relax your mind. Learn how to control your mind when it's unnecessary. And you just there to prove a point that you don't want nobody to mess with you. Are you an idiot? That's not the point for them to be trying to mess with you. Those are the people that you're supposed to be trying to conjugate with. They're on the same level as you. As a matter of fact, everyone is on the same level as you. But you don't know that. You don't even act like that. Because the way society is supposed to be built that way. But people sit there and tell me, yo, why you so patient? Yo, why you don't ever say nothing back when people really give you big problems unless it get too serious? Because I only react to an issue if it gets too serious, if things get out of hand. Now, I'm not going to sit there and put that fully on the table and just, oh yeah, somebody come up and try me. But that's the way it should be. You should not have a problem with the world. You should not have a problem with the man next to you. Just like they shouldn't have a problem with you. And they should treat you like they would treat their mom. Either not say nothing to you at all, or always have something chill to say to you, some whatever chill conversation or something like that. But in this day and age, it's not like that. It's, I gotta get it on my own, everyone for itself, forcibly being that way to certain people. Put your positivity and your spirituality in the hands of you realizing that everyone feels like you. I realize everyone feels like me, but I can't go around just communicating with everybody. you already feel how you feel. You feel predisposed to the power. You feel predisposed to the fact that you are who you are, running away from, I'm not no slave, I ain't this and that. You ain't gonna just talk to me how you gonna talk to me any kind of way, talk to me this and that. When people be telling you right, people could tell you the rightest thing. And a lot of us, here we go. You can't tell me that, you can't tell me this and that third. Shut up. Shut up, because it don't make sense for you to be talking when in your mind you think about it, yeah, they right, but so what? You just not gonna talk to me any kind of way. You got somebody that's trying to help you. Shut up and take the help. A lot of people, you can't just help a lot of people for the fact that they react that way. And don't sit here send me no hate, no crazy stuff for this video, because you know who you are. You know who you are across the world, across whoever sees this. Internet, the lands, the nations. You know who you are. You know who I'm talking about pertaining to this information. It's time to at least treat people how you want to be treated. It's time to at least be something for society to look up to. Or at least something positive for the society to believe in. Because I can tell you right now, like I said, the feminism and the gay didn't come from here. The women being men didn't come from us. Well, didn't come from us, excuse me. The men being women didn't come from us. Destructive things like that didn't come from your originality. Now, don't get mad because I'm calling these things out. And this is just one section, this is just one segment. I'm not trying to really solidify putting them people out like, you are wrong, you're this and that, because you had no control. But then on top of that, you have control seeing as how you see it on an everyday basis, where you got people who complain about certain things, but you still bringing these things into the environment. But you don't want anybody to bring that type of thing to your environment or to your kids' environment. But you don't care. You willing to do whatever you want to because you feel like you're a lion. You feel like you're a man. You feel like can't nobody control you. It's not for nobody to control you. It's for you to grow and be and use common sense. And to know that you can't judge that next man. But that man got to realize too that he has a part. So as to where if I work every day and I just love a woman and I have a child and I just have payments and a car and that's it, I'm doing my part because what I'm doing is not confusing anybody. But if it was opposite, well, let's switch the woman out with a man. Let's switch the job out with coke, dope, murders, which, like I said, you can't judge or speak for anybody's situation. But let's just switch these, and we're thinking about this in a mental and a physical situation, and more so mental and spiritual. And let's see. Yeah, let's just put it like that. Switch a woman out with the man, so now you got a man with a man. And let's switch the job out with something that's creating people who don't really have their own mindset to think. In a sense, right there, that's all confusion, knowing that that's not how you're taught and that's not even how it seems in life. But you went that way because it's made an easier route. And life is not that hard. And I can definitely tell you that I've felt alone for years in my life. I've been joked on for years in my life. I've rebelled for years in my life. I've hated family for years. I've hated it all for years. At a certain age, I could not be without a job because, for one, I wasn't with relying on other people, and I was always relying on myself. And eventually, I felt like I became a Jesus in a sense because I was always with helping somebody. I was always with, no matter what the situation was, I was putting what it was out there to try to help. I was trying to put the, especially the money. And that's what you need right now to get by. If you can't save money, it's just a little hard for you unless you know trades or you working with trades. And it really was too specific on how I could hang and how things would happen as I was coming up. And I never understood why people played so much favoritism towards the guy that was chilling relaxed. Because me being chilling relaxed, I realized that I was never here to feel the way I felt. Because I be damned, nobody's supposed to feel the way I felt. Nobody. So you go and you do things you do on a regular, yeah, it's all laugh, fun, and giggles. But you don't know how that guy's feeling. That guy could want to go home and kill himself. But you saying, oh well, you're supposed to have tougher skin, this and that. Originally, none of this is supposed to be. You do these things, you joke this and that and third, but you only living to get yourself by. You're not showing no type of positivity for somebody else to learn from that. Yeah, you go to work every day, okay. But if that's about the only thing, if you going to work and just laughing every day and learn and trying to laugh away a problem, and people see that, hey, he can get over issues. He don't get mad over everything. Or, hey, they go to work every day. People also look at your lifestyle too, and that affects what goes on around you. Because just imagine a nation full of the wrongness. How would you continue to even strive? That's not where you're from. Man, to only end this out is, I don't even know how to. I really don't. Honestly, to say that I've said enough. Just keep it going well, my psychedelics. My people out there, SNS, Ghosts. No, I didn't steal that from Styles P. Shout out to Styles P, though. I didn't steal that from him. That was just burps. Name I gave myself. I always like to be swift, agile. I was always the shortest guy around, and my style, the way I rap and the way I write my music, I just know what sounds good where. And it's like a punch. It's like a punch. Boom, 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 boom. And you always feel my music. I've not heard one person that hasn't felt my music and liked it or understood it. So, it's not time for a change. It's more like time for them changes to become dollars. Mean more. Mean what you do has to be more. Or at least understand that the little things that you are doing are affecting people. You're affecting life, they're affecting society. In a sense to where pretty soon there's going to be depletion. And another thing. Black people, gay people, AIDS did not come from y'all. AIDS did not come from y'all. Us, black people. Gay, anyone else. AIDS did not come from you. Now, mind you, I said homosexuality wasn't in your character. That doesn't come from anything colored. So, once again, like I said, hey, y'all enjoy the day. Well, it's Thursday now, so weekend coming up. Enjoy the last day of the weekend into the weekend, and it's November 21st, 2013. Alright, so leave comments, leave any type of words you would want to say. Research everything. I'm not going to put a year on anything. Research everything. But I'm going to tell you this much. I'm not going to be telling you about so much positivity and then trying to guide you into the wrong ways. Obviously, you can see that I'm trying to put power in your hands. That, not even power, trying to make you realize the power that's already there. But you just use them you don't use them towards the source. Let's at least start taking the smaller steps. You know, taking the smaller steps, realizing one day at a time that, you know, people get affected by what they see, by what you do, by what they see you do. People get affected by it. If they already have a bad life, it's up to them to work their way out of it. You can help if you want, and it's great if you do. But if you have nothing and they have nothing, it's gonna be kind of hard for you, you know, y'all to get something going unless they put forth that effort. If you don't see them putting forth that effort, at least a little bit, it's not pointless. But I'm gonna say it's gonna take a day or a time for them to realize, you know, okay, it gotta be like this. Man, you know, got up early to watch this. Watch this and do a little research and look up something. I'm a little tired, you know. And didn't eat breakfast. I didn't eat yesterday either. But, you know, just us and that signing off. Get your mind right. Just get right. Alright. One love. Much love to y'all. The One Love promo. You know I always put that out. My brand, my line, however I'm going to do it. But one love, a million loves. I like that. Daps and hugs. Give it all to him. SNS, baby. Live it right.